Good morning, my bass fishing friends. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to look at drop shot fishing. We are going to do a two-part video series on drop shot fishing or drop shotting. In this first part we are going to look at all the equipment you need for doing the drop shot technique, and with a special rig that I'm going to show you how I tie my own personal drop shot rig called the Gummy Stop drop shot rig. And then in the second part we are going to look at the baits that you can use for drop shotting and some techniques on how to fish drop shot. So let's start off. First off, let's look at the equipment in this part one. Firstly, we look at the rods and reels. Here in my hand I've got the Okomo area medium action rod. I prefer spinning rods for my drop shotting. It's a finesse technique. So spinning rods are much easier to work with when you do drop shotting. It's got a combo here with a reel, a Como area reel, spooled up with 20-pound braid in a fluoro color, a hibis braid with a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. To go back to the line, I prefer a braided line. This is a 0.14 diameter braid. It's hibis. There is two reasons we use braid. Firstly is for sensitivity, for detecting the bite, and secondly it works as a double system. You can see the line when you use your hibis braid. Also it's better for casting. The second part is the lines we use. Leader line, we use fluorocarbon leaders. You can use any brand you want. I just have here Berkeley Solutions fluorocarbon in the 10-pound, and I also use the 12-pound fluorocarbon. 10-pound I prefer to use it in the autumn and winter months when you scale down, as the fish is more finicky and you struggle to catch them. 12-pound is my preferred choice during summer. And then you do get with terminal tackle, you do get specialized hooks that is especially made for drop shot. BMC makes very good different types of hooks for drop shotting, and you also get your Gamakatsu who makes specialized hooks for drop shotting, and other companies. The hooks that I prefer to use for my drop shotting is, as always, the Gamakatsu Finesse white cap hooks in a size 1 and a size 2, and then I also use the inline octopus circle hooks from Gamakatsu. Very strong, very reliable hooks. Caught some big bass on this with a drop shot. Weight wise, you can also use specialized weights from different companies. You also get lead weights with clips on, and you also get tungsten weights, which are a little bit more expensive, that you can use for drop shotting. The most important part of drop shotting is that the weight must always remain on the bottom of when you cast. It must stay on the bottom, and it has to remain on the bottom to make the rig effective. So the weights that I use is usually the LV weights. This is a 1/4 ounce, and then I use a little bit bigger weights. Gentlemen, I'm going to show you now my rig that I use. It's called the Gummy Stop drop shot rig. So it's a very simple rig to use. This is the components you are going to need for your drop shot rig. First thing we need, this is monofilament, but imagine this is your fluorocarbon leader. I'm just using monofilament for ease of view, so you can see what I'm doing. Then the first step you do is you put 2 gummy stops onto your fluorocarbon leader. Remember, this part is going to your rod, and then you just pull up your gummy stops. The 2 gummy stops, you pull them up, you put them on your line. The second part is to take your hook. In this case I'm using a Wacky drop shot hook. I'm using this big one just for you to see, but this is a good hook for drop shot. So I put it on the line. The hook point must always go to the rod side. Where your rod is this side, it must go there. Then
what you do is the next step is to take another gummy stop. You take the gummy stop and you put the gummy stop onto the line. You slide it onto your fluorocarbon. You wet it and you slide it onto your rig. So you are ending up with a system like this. It looks like this. Now, at the end of your line, you are going to tie on your weight. So you can use any knot you want. You can use any knot. I use the uni knot. It's for me a simple knot. It has never failed me. Make a loop in the line and you tie 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go 5, you can go 6 turns. It just depends on what feels comfortable for you. You pull it a little bit tight, you moisten the line and you tighten it. And you take your scissor and now you are going to snip off your tag end. And there you have your rig. So I'm just going to move it closer so you can see for camera. And that is your drop shot rig. This is your drop shot rig. This is how it looks. Simple, easy. There is advantages to this rig. Usually when you move to deeper water and you need to lengthen your bait, your rig, and you want to slide your hook up, you don't have to retie your line from your lead to your hook like in other cases. Very simple here. You just take your gummy stop, you move your one gummy stop up, you move the other one up, you move your hook up and you move your other gummy stop. And there you have lengthened. Look at the length of your rig. You see, now you can adjust the length of this. I have caught a lot of fish on this rig. It's very reliable, and then as the fish takes the bite, if your fish takes the bite, it will slide down on the line. It will be like this, and it will, the fish will, the weight will even keep the hook in place. So it's very reliable and very effective.
So gentlemen, that is it. This is the rig, like I showed you. I just want to show it in a different angle. I hope this makes it easier for you. It's a good rig for beginners and for professional anglers. It's very reliable, very effective, easy to tie, easy to use. What I like about it is the benefits that you can adjust the length of the rig at any given time, and you don't have to retie the rigs always. Gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this day and tight lines, and we'll see you in part 2 for the drop shot video. Goodbye.